Welcome, it's Alex here, and today we're going to be checking out this Marvel Legends figure from the villain's Xemnu builder figure wave called the Hood. Here's a look at the front of the Hood's box. Here's the top, here is the bottom, the Hood on both sides. Here's the rest of the figures from this wave, the Hood being number 2, having Xemnu's left leg, and his full artwork right here, and his character bio. Looking at the Hood's accessories first, we have Xemnu's left leg, a pair of pistols, and a pair of firing effects, where you can plug these effects to his pistols to make it look like he is firing his pistols. Man, I have no clue in this world that this character ever existed, as I haven't really dived deep into the obscure villains in the comics. So I did some research, and apparently this guy's name is Parker Robbins, that was enticed into the world of villainy upon witnessing a fight between Electro and Daredevil, and stumbled upon his cloak right here and a pair of boots. I'm not sure if it's the same one, when he broke inside a warehouse, discovering later on that it gave him powers, while being unaware that the entity that he stole from was Dormammu. I find that a little bit ridiculous that he'd be able to steal from a very powerful entity, but whatever, it's comics, it has all that out of this world ridiculousness that some of us love while others don't. And looking up close at this figure, it's very simple that you can even fudge him as a background NPC in your diorama display. This figure is simply a reuse of the retro Peter Parker figure with a new different, very angry screaming head sculpt, which is somewhat okay with me. It has that realistic light complexion skin tone, as opposed to the glossy, plasticky looking skin tone that older Marvel Legends has. The paint apps for the eyebrows, eyes, and mouth are cleanly applied and looks really good. A little unfortunate though, as he's got a tiny amount of excess paint in his cheekbone right here, where I guess it could pass up as a unique identifier. A mole perhaps, so that the Hood figures out there are not the same. Great sculpting for the hair too. I like how newer Marvel Legends now has a more realistic individual strands, unlike the large chunk of animated looking blob that made to look like hair in the older Legends figures. As for the main body, it's mostly clean, nothing really major to complain about. The coat or jacket here is made of softer material that is removable, and then here's a quick look at the inside, and here's a quick look at the back. It's still utilizing those pinned elbow joints. And then moving down, this is just plain old boring green pants, also utilizing pinned joints, and the plain brown shoes with no added brushing. And I just wanted to point out that the peg holes at the bottom are not really that deep, which I think wouldn't really work as intended, but it's there. About the cloak, I like how it's textured and such. There's just no paint brushing, but looks okay for me, aesthetically speaking. However, display-wise, this serves more like a hindrance rather than a functioning display accessory, as it isn't really snug fit to the character right there, and is very long. It's pliable, but it's still too thick to be able to do some crunching poses. That makes the Hood limited to some standing poses instead. It's not entirely useless, but it's not really that useful as well. I mean, look at him, he's kind of facing on the side, but due to the nature of the cloak, it's as if it's still facing forward. Let's take a closer look at the Hood's articulation. So, the Hood's head is sitting on a disc hinge and ball peg, and that makes his head able to look up this high. Can look down. His head can rotate. Has a lot of tilting because of the extra space in there that looks weird, but that helps for the attitude articulation. Next up is his arms can rotate, can raise this high, has a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow. Wrists can hinge up, can hinge down, also swivels. His ab crunches forward, can't really lean back as it is a little bit hindered by his coat or jacket. And then he's got a waist twist. He can not really kick back, but he can kick forward a lot. He can do the splits, of course. Has a thigh swivel, a double jointed knee, no boot rotation. This one doesn't rotate as well, but it cannot really hinge up that much. Can only hinge down this far, and has forward facing ankle rockers. Alright, and here is the hood along with the rest of the figures from this wave. We have the AIM Scientist Supreme, Lady Deathstrike, the hood himself, Dormammu, classic Dormammu, and we have our Kate. And measuring the hood stands at a little under 6.5 inches. There's a quick look at Parker Robbins, aka the Hood, another character that I have no connection with. It's an okay figure for me. Others may go as far as saying that it's mediocre, and I couldn't entirely disagree with that, but it's okay, it's fine. I'm fine having it, and also fine not having it. The reason why I have this is I was able to snag the Xemnu Wave on sale at my local retail store via online shopping app, and around half of their retail price, as I already had Lady Deathstrike that comes with Xemnu's body. So might as well go all the way into this wave. Would I recommend getting this figure? It's entirely up to you. For whatever reasons you have with this character, either way is fine. I guess you won't be missing out a lot on this character or figure at all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you like watching Marvel Legends action figure reviews and other stuff. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.